Because they think I'm an old geezer, you know, doing something like that.
But you got hands.
Yeah, lucky, lucky.
Our thanks to John Chandler for bringing us that story. I loved it. 90 years old.
I can't get enough of Coach Joe. I want him to be my life coach. And what he'll learn from the younger coach and vice versa.
He's a mentor and an inspiration. It looks great, too. Kids keeping them young.
All right, coming up this morning, major retailers across the country have been plagued with organized retail crime. The Today Show goes inside a Florida research lab, creating innovative solutions for stores to prevent crime, including different sensors, also thermal imaging, and much more.
Thanks so much for waking up with us on Early Today. I'm Philip Mena.
I'm Francis Rivera. Have a great Tuesday. See you back here tomorrow.
If you've been hurt at a wreck, call Crocker Law Firm.
What does it mean when we say, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done? It means getting a powerful law firm on your side, one with a proven record of success. And it means the peace of mind of never paying us a fee unless we get money for you. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Welcome to Bowling Green Rock Band Academy. BGRBA offers the best private instruction and the widest array of instruments, and our beginner and advanced rock band programs for young musicians ready to take the stage. Scholarships available where there's need and merit.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
And black people think y'all look alike.
You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
Most people look at the scene of a truck crash and just see a bad car accident. But at Hughes & Coleman, we know there's more to it. An overloaded trailer, signs of poor maintenance, or a trucking company pushing drivers beyond their limits. If you've been injured in a crash, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Good Tuesday morning. You're watching News 40 Sunrise. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack, and I'll have an updated look with your News 40 Weather Authority forecast, which features very warm temperatures. It's going to be a spectacular week of weather. That all ahead with your 7-day forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise, in honor of October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we'll hear from doctors on 5 inflammatory breast cancer signs that you may not know about. Plus, learn all of the details on the fun you can expect to see in the upcoming Scare in the Square with this week's edition of Soki's Choice. Then sit down with WKU men's head basketball coach Steve Lutz in today's Topper Tuesday as he gives up all the details on the upcoming basketball season and Hilltopper hysteria. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning and thank you for joining us here for News 40 Sunrise. I'm Tommy Modesto. Let's start off with our top stories. A big day for Bowling Green today with the Hilltoppers facing off against the Liberty University Flames and a country music star coming to town. The Hilltoppers will kick off the evening with the pregame concert from Jordan Davis on South Lawn. You can arrive as early as 4 o'clock for the festivities. The concert will then start at 5 p.m. South Lawn is expected to be filled with WKU fans, but officials tell us that they are hoping to see many people from the Bowling Green community as well.
It's important that we do things that are not just for the WKU community, but also for the Bowling Green community as well. And so I think this is a really good opportunity to kind of bridge those two things together with some world-class entertainment and some really competitive football after that.
The free concert will last until 6 o'clock p.m. and the kickoff for the game will follow at 6:30 in Houchin Stadium. And we all love Halloween for the decorations and candy, right? Well, unfortunately, your pet might enjoy that too. Halloween can be a difficult time for pet owners, especially if your furry friend likes to get into things that they should not have. Overall, it is unsafe for your pet to have any human candy, such as chocolate, which can cause a lot of GI problems. Chocolate toxicity, artificial sweeteners, and sugar-free candy can contain xylitol, which is also poisonous to our animals. One local veterinarian says just to have it out of sight as much as possible.
If you have animals in the house, I would definitely make sure it stays out of reach. So if you have dogs, keep it up on a high shelf so they can't jump up on there. With cats, maybe put it in a cupboard.
Dr. Johnson also says to consider keeping your candy in a container that you can secure and maybe shop around for holiday-themed pet treats so that your pet can enjoy the spooky season safely with the family. According to the doctor, the amount of candy determines the poison when it comes to the animals, but if you're ever concerned, you can always call Animal Poison Control. And you've probably noticed that the leaves are starting to take over your yards. And starting next Monday, the city will start loose leaf pickup, a service that the Public Works Department is having happy to offer the residents of Bowling Green is to keep the roads safe and our drains clean, but they'll be making their way through the 10 zones already set for the snow clearing. And if you need to know when they'll be in your neighborhood, you can go to the website at the bottom of your screen and enter your address. Just make sure that you're on time when they come by.
You can pull your address up and say we're going to be there on Monday the 30th. We'll also be there on Monday the 31st. So what that means is you need to have your leaves out to the road by Monday the 30th, not Monday or Tuesday the 31st, because those 2 days are for us to get everything done.
The city will start collecting leaves next Monday and will continue into February. This service is only for residents and no businesses are eligible. Public Works also asks that only leaves are left out, no limbs or garbage, and that your pile is on the curb away from fire hydrants and vehicles. And now let's look at your top stories. I'm now going to send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of your forecast. Darius?
Thanks, Tommy. Temperatures this morning running milder than yesterday. We had those numbers well into the 40s and even some 30s in some locations. Today, we're starting off into the 50s and 40s out there. 52 in Bowling Green, 59 there in Allen County. Also seeing some 60s out there currently. I think some of the thermometers may not be updating, though. As far as things go, we got those winds that are flowing in from the south and east, and it's going to be the southeast breeze. It's going to continue to warm things up for us, and we are expecting really spectacular weather as we go throughout this week. In fact, very warm temperatures well above normal. Dry on radar, and that's all associated with that area of high pressure towards the east. Meanwhile, there's some showers there towards our south and west, towards Oklahoma and towards Missouri. I think for us, we're going to stay pretty dry as we go throughout the day today. Here's your commuter forecast on this Tuesday. AM drive 50s as we go for the lunch run. A mix of sun and clouds. We're already into the 70s, and then I think we're going to be somewhere into the middle and upper 70s as we go throughout the day. For the PM drive, it's looking like a pretty nice day. And coming up in your full forecast, I'm going to be showing you how warm these temperatures climb as we go throughout the week. Weather on the 4 is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law.
WNKY News 40. Broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan's fee is free. If you don't win your case, you pay nothing. It's easy. Just dial Pound Law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. I think I'm starting to get this.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Get a little spooky at the inaugural Pumpkin 5K Run and Walk, October 28th at Buchanan Park. Come out and enjoy character meet and greets, bouncy houses, food trucks, and cheer runners on. For more info, visit warrenpl.org.
You want to experience the deep passes? The hard hits? The touchdowns? Ouch is the place to see it all.
Hilltopper football hosts the Liberty Flames on Tuesday, October 24th. And it's a blackout. Purchase your tickets today. Go Tops!
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe. No exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met. No excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
It's time, y'all. Come on! It's a new season from my new home in NYC.
Weekdays at 3 on WNKY NBC 40.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. It's 7 minutes past the hour, and now time for Living Well, brought to you by Spring Hill Pharmacy. Most adults in the U.S. recognize a lump as a potential warning sign of breast cancer, but less than half can identify most of the other red flags associated with the disease, according to a survey commissioned by the Ohio State University Comprehensive Cancer Center. In today's Health Minute, News 40's Morgan Hoover has 5 inflammatory breast cancer signs that you may not know about.
It's rare but aggressive, and early detection of inflammatory breast cancer could mean the difference between life and death.
By the time we catch an inflammatory breast cancer, 1/3 of patients will already have metastatic disease, meaning that the cancer has spread outside of the breast and lymph node areas.
Because of that, survival rates are generally not as high for inflammatory breast cancer as they are for other types of the disease. This form of cancer doesn't often start with a lump and may not show up on a mammogram, according to the American Cancer Society. There are 5 different signs and symptoms to watch out for: an orange peel-like texture or dimpling of skin, feeling of heaviness, tightening of the skin, engorgement of the breast, and an infection like redness or swelling.
Many physicians don't even think of it as breast cancer signs or symptoms, and patients will often get multiple rounds of antibiotics before they ever get to a breast biopsy.
Dr. Sachin Jawar with Ohio State's Comprehensive Cancer Center says if you notice any of these signs, to see a doctor who's aware of this form of disease immediately.
So the patient can get appropriate workup with imaging and biopsy. That's the most important thing.
For WNKY News, I'm Morgan Hoover.
You may be able to take your flu vaccine at home next year. The FDA is reviewing an application for the nasal spray flu vaccine Flu Mist to be able to be self-administered at home. The vaccine, which is the only nasal spray option against the flu, has been on the market in the United States since 2003. Drug maker AstraZeneca asked the FDA to allow adults ages 18 to 49 to be able to give themselves the vaccine or give it to children as young as 2 years old. The drug maker cited a usability study showing people can do it properly without a healthcare provider present. Patients would still need to go through an online pharmacy system to order the vaccine, which would then be shipped to their homes. And still to come on News 40 Sunrise, learn the inside scoop on the upcoming Scare on the Square in this week's edition of Sophie's Choice.
Plus, I'm tracking a spectacular week of weather. I'll show you the warm-up. It's 10 minutes past the hour. You're watching News 40 Sunrise.
What would Daniel Cameron's Medicaid plan mean for my patients?
He's threatening to take away health care coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians.
It's very scary that people are not going to have health coverage.
People will not be able to see their doctors. People will not be able to buy medicines.
Many rural hospitals will end up closing their doors.
Cameron is still following his pal, Matt Bevin.
I don't know why you do that.
I don't think Daniel Cameron understands what Kentuckians are going through.
And that is not acceptable for a governor.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Hiring a lawyer? Check out our 5-star reviews from our injured clients. Go to Google and type in Fuller, Teppan & Stewart to see what our clients are saying when we represented them in an accident. They will tell the story of our 5-star service, what they went through, and what we did for them. For 47 years, I've represented the injured in car, truck, and motorcycle accidents. Good reviews do matter.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Every year, the city of Bowling Green holds a fan-favorite event in preparation for Halloween. The square is blocked off for tons of fun, including movies, candy, costume contests, and so much more. It is this week's Sophie's Choice, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
Scare and Square, it's getting bigger every year, of course. We've been doing it, I think, off and on for about 10 years. COVID kind of slowed us down a little bit. Depending on the weather, we get bigger and bigger crowds every year, and this year it's going to be even bigger. I'm going to have more food trucks, more bouncy games, more participants as well. Almost everybody on the square is going to be participating, handing out candy. We have all kinds of folks who've donated candy to us as well. And to augment the event, we're also next door at the Capitol. They're going to have Dracula, and they're also going to have a flash mob doing Thriller, and then at about 7:30, I think, over at Soki Market, they're also going to have a free movie over there on the green over there. It's going to be from 3 till question mark. I'm not sure how late the movie goes on, but the food trucks, everything will be setting up probably about 2 o'clock, by 2 o'clock or so. The square will be blocked off, so we're going to have a little bit more access, pedestrian access, to let the folks know who are going to come downtown to shop. It's going to be blocked off. Last year we had so many folks. We just want to make it a little bit safer for the pedestrians, so the parents will know that the kiddies are going to be in a safe environment. We're going to have it blocked up. We're also going to have the police department here. We're going to have a fire truck here as well. Dress up if you want to. We're going to have a costume contest. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have prizes for the folks who win the costume contest. We're going to have different categories for that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of music, a lot of food. And if you're just wanting to come down and participate with some of the other folks down here, grab a beer. You can walk around on the square carrying a beer if you want to. Then we can have adult treats at the same time. So should be a big time.
Bowling Green Scare on the Square will be Saturday, October 28th from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. There will be a ton of fun with costume contests for the kids, Halloween movies at the Capitol and Soki Marketplace, and of course, tons and tons of candy. And that was this week's Soki's Choice. I'm now going to send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of your forecast. Darius?
Thanks, Tommy. We're starting off the morning pretty clear out there with a clean sweep on radar. We do have some clouds, though, that are in the mix, and that's all associated with this neighboring system that's bringing some showers there into Missouri. And it's because of the clouds, it's actually insulated and kept things warm for us. So areas towards our south and west, actually, you guys are running a little warmer as far as those temperatures go. You're currently seeing those numbers into the middle and upper 50s, even right around 60 degrees there into Simpson County. Places further north and east you go with less clouds, you're going to be noticing the numbers running a little cooler out there. Those dew points also into the 40s. We do have some dry air that is in place for us today. Here are those winds and wind speeds. We've got those winds flowing directly from the south, and generally it's a calm wind locally here in Bowling Green, about 11-mile-an-hour breeze there into Simpson County. But otherwise, that is what we are tracking as far as those winds go. Here's again that system that I did mention. We're not expecting any rain chances today. In fact, things are going to be pretty dry for us. One thing that I am expecting, though, is a warm up, and we are expecting some warmer temperatures. Hey, have you been seeing any colors lately on the trees? Be sure to send those pictures in, weather at WNKY.com, to have those shown on the show. But here's the latest map updated by Explore Fall with fall foliage out there. And notice we're looking at somewhere between low color and little to no color, at least according to this map. But I'm already kind of seeing some colors out there with some of those trees already. So unseasonal warmth is what I am tracking as we go over the next span of days. And this is all going to be associated with this upper level ridge pattern. And what that means for us is we are expecting warmer temperatures and mostly dry weather as we go over the next stretch of days. High temperature trends over the next stretch of days. Yeah, it's going to be pretty warm out there. We are going to be trending well above our seasonal normals, at least until about Monday. We're going to be near our seasonal normal as we're going to be tracking a cold front that's going to drop those numbers down for us into early next week. Here's Futurecast to help you plan out the rest of your day. Of course, it's game day at WKU. As we go throughout the day, we got clouds that will continue to stream in. Despite those clouds, temperatures will really trend on the warm side today. I think we're going to see somewhere right around the upper 70s, and some spots may hit 80 degrees today. Just some spots. As we go for your Tuesday nighttime frame, again, a few passing clouds out there that will continue. That will keep temperatures warmer for us, at least for those overnight lows. And then by Wednesday morning at 8 a.m., we're already approaching 60 degrees. By the afternoon, temperatures still into the 70s for those daytime highs, as we're going to stay in the 70s pretty much most of this week for those daily highs. And then we should expect dry conditions to continue as we go for your Wednesday as well. Thursday, a few more passing clouds start to filter in. And then by the latter part of this week, can't rule out maybe a slight chance for a few showers, and that does show up in your 7-day forecast. And I think our best chance for rain will will be really this weekend with that cold front that passes through. Here's that 7-day forecast, and temperatures dropping into the 60s by Monday of next week. We're back with more News 40 Sunrise after this.
The $250,000 mega draw is here at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win by matching just one number and match all 6 for $250,000 cash. Drawing Saturdays in October every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Only at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Everyone loves more of a good thing.
And more.
And Miss Moore was no different. As her name suggested, she loved more.
More?
So when Miss Moore was injured, she called Morgan & Morgan. With more lawyers, more offices, and more than $15 billion recovered, she didn't have to ask for more anymore. When you're injured, you deserve more.
One more?
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
J.C. Kirby and Son Funeral Chapels, when a person comes in and does their pre-arrangement, I can see over the years that I've worked in this, how much it eases the family's minds. If you have 4 people, they have 4 different ideas of what they want. This settles that to where they say if that's what mom wanted, that's what dad wanted. You can see the relief on a lot of families' faces because all you do is say, what time do you want the funeral? What time do you want the visitation? And they can spend more time with their family members and friends in the grieving process. It just really takes a lot of burden off your family.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Name a food you might make edible underwear out of.
Salmon.
Teriyaki.
Sharing the fun. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
The $250,000 mega draw is here at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win by matching just one number and match all 6 for $250,000 cash. Drawing Saturdays in October every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Only at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Chevron says it will buy Hess Corp for $53 billion. In a conference call, Chevron CEO said the deal will allow the company to gain access to a major oil field in the South American country of Guyana. It's the second major oil deal announced this month after ExxonMobil said it would acquire Pioneer Natural Resources. Nearly 7,000 workers from Detroit walked off the job yesterday at the nation's largest Stellantis plant. This as the United Auto Workers Union continues to expand its strike against the big 3 automakers. The plant makes one of the brand's biggest sellers, the Ram 1500 truck. Since the strike began last month, more than 40,000 auto workers from General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis plants across the country have walked off the job. And a warning for shoppers who plan to swipe for their holiday purchases. A new survey from Bankrate found that retail credit card annual percentage rates, or APRs, have hit a record high of 28.93% on average this year. It comes as the cost of borrowing has increased for consumers after multiple interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
ChatGPT and other artificial intelligence platforms have led to speculation that AI will eventually take over thousands of jobs currently performed by people. But AI is also creating a surge of new jobs. Christine Lazar explains.
Art Zaley is CEO of the DHI Group and the employment website Dice, specializing in jobs for technology workers. He says in the past year, there's been an explosion of businesses looking for employees with expertise in artificial intelligence, from tech industries to banks and insurance companies.
We have roughly 5,000 artificial intelligence job opportunities on the platform today.
Other sites are seeing a similar boost. According to LinkedIn, there's been a 21-fold increase in the number of job postings that mention AI technologies. The DHI Group is looking to hire its own artificial intelligence experts because Dice uses AI to make employment matches.
We're constantly in the market looking for machine learning engineers. Machine learning is effectively allowing the algorithms to constantly perfect themselves behind the scenes.
Victoria Cortan is a senior machine learning engineer and was looking for a job earlier this year. She had plenty of options before deciding to join the DHI group.
There are a lot of open positions, a lot of recruiters reaching out, so it's a matter of sort of finding the right area that would be a good fit.
The demand for experts like Cortan is only expected to grow as AI becomes integrated into more industries.
We will see a lot more engineering effort incorporating artificial intelligence into these business models, into the applications that are used by businesses, by consumers.
Many AI jobs pay at least 6 figures. Some corporations are offering AI executives $500,000 a year or more.
Today's forecast features sky, and Sky says there's clouds in the sky. And we're starting off this morning with temperatures into the 50s out there. They are running warmer than yesterday. Of course, it was very chilly yesterday, but we have clouds that are in the mix, so it's actually keeping temperatures warmer for us, even towards 60 degrees there in Franklin, 59 in Russellville. Areas with less cloud cover, noticing temperatures are running cooler out there, 48 degrees in Munfordville. We do have winds that are flowing in from the south today, so that's going to really allow those temperatures to warm up nicely. We're dry on radar. It's dry and quiet. Some showers there towards the west, towards, say, Missouri and Oklahoma, portions of Texas there. But otherwise for us today, we should stay pretty dry with a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures well into the 70s by this afternoon. Hey, don't go anywhere. News 40 Sunrise continues after this brief commercial break.
What does it mean when we say, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done? It means getting a powerful law firm on your side, one with a proven record of success. And it means the peace of mind of never paying us a fee unless we get money for you. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Sketch, Forrest! Sketch!
Pictionary. My daddy, he liked Pictionary. He liked Pictionary shrimp, Pictionary shrimp.
Bringing unforgettable family fun.
The grill master, the kids, the dad. Oh my God!
Right into your living room.
This is for the trip to Ferry. Get this. Get this, you did it! You're going to Antigua!
On WNKY, NBC 40.
On behalf of the Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce, we'd like to welcome our newest partners. We'd like to encourage you to support all of our partners at the Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce.
While some folks see garbage time, FanDuel sees chances to bet until the final whistle.
Bet $5 to get $200 back in bonus bets and get a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
The animals are on the loose at the historic Rail Park and Train Museum's Haunted Lantern Tour. Join us for family half-price nights plus select dates throughout the month of October. For more information, visit historicrailpark.com.
Most people look at the scene of a truck crash and just see a bad car accident. But at Hughes & Coleman, we know there's more to it. An overloaded trailer, signs of poor maintenance, or a trucking company pushing drivers beyond their limits. If you've been injured in a crash, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Welcome back. You're watching News 40 Sunrise. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. We're your News 40 Weather Authority. I'm tracking a spectacular week of weather. Very warm temperatures are on the way. I'll show you that with my full forecast. The time is about 6:27. It's time to take another look at top stories.
Good morning and thank you for joining us here for News 40 Sunrise. I'm Tommy Modesto. Let's start off with our top stories. A big day in Bowling Green today with the Hilltoppers facing off against the Liberty University Flames, and a country music star is coming to town. The Hilltoppers will kick off the evening with a pregame concert from Jordan Davis on South Lawn. You can arrive as early as 4 o'clock for the festivities, and the concert will then start at 5 p.m. South Lawn is expected to be filled with WKU fans, but officials tell us that they are hoping to see many people from the Bowling Green community as well.
It's important that we do things that are not just for
the WKU community, but also for the Bowling Green community as well. And so I think this is a really good opportunity to kind of bridge those two things together with some world-class entertainment and some really competitive football after that.
The free concert will last until 6 o'clock p.m. and the kickoff for the game will then follow up at 6:30 in Houchin Stadium. And we all love Halloween for the decorations and the candy, right? Well, unfortunately, your pet might enjoy that too. Halloween can be a difficult time for pet owners, especially if your furry friend likes to get into things that they should not. Overall, it is unsafe for your pet to have any human candy, such as chocolate, which can cause a lot of GI problems. Chocolate toxicity, artificial sweeteners, and sugar-free candy can contain xylitol, which is also poisonous to animals. One local veterinarian says just to have it out of sight as much as possible.
If you have animals in the house, I would definitely make sure it stays out of reach. So if you have dogs, keep it up on a high shelf so they can't jump up on there. With cats, maybe put it in a cupboard.
Dr. Johnson also says to consider keeping your candy in a container that you can secure and maybe shop around for holiday-themed pet treats so that your pet can safely enjoy the spooky season with the family. According to the doctor, the amount of candy determines the poison when it comes to animals, but if you ever are concerned, you can always call Animal Poison Control. And you've probably noticed that the leaves are starting to take over our yards. Well, starting next Monday, the city will start loose leaf pickup, a service that the Public Works Department is happy to offer the residents of Bowling Green. It's to keep the roads safe and our drains clean, and they'll be making their way through the 10 zones already set up for the snow clearing. And if you need to know when they'll be in your neighborhood, you can go to the website at the bottom of your screen and enter your address. Just make sure that you're on time when they come by.
You can pull your address up and say we're going to be there on Monday the 30th. We'll also be there on Monday the 31st. So what that means is you need to have your leaves out to the road by Monday the 30th, not Monday or Tuesday the 31st, because those 2 days are for us to get everything done.
The city will start collecting leaves next Monday and will continue into February. This service is only for residents and no businesses are eligible. Public Works also asks that only leaves are left out, no limbs or garbage, and that your pile is on the curb away from fire hydrants and vehicles. And now is another look at your top stories. It's now time to see who needs a forever home in today's Pet of the Day.
It's time for Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Today I'm here with Molly. Molly is loving and kind and loves the pets. She should not be around chickens. She is great with kids and apparently great with cats as well. If you'd like to adopt Molly, come down to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Oh, Molly. She looks
adorable, very calm. You can tell she's a very calm puppy. Maybe a little timid at first, you can kind of tell there, but seems to really enjoy the pets, enjoy the loves, and probably some of the pet-friendly spooky treats that you can find on the shelves this Halloween season. So if you're looking to add a new member to your family, be sure to adopt Molly today from the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Well, it's a spectacular weather day. I'm going to help you plan it out the News 40 way. Don't go anywhere.
It's scary amounts of fun.
Is this movie Psycho?
Person, place, or thing
on WNKY, NBC 40.
Everyone loves more of a good thing. And Miss Moore was no different. As her name suggested, she loved more.
More?
So when Miss Moore was injured, she called Morgan & Morgan. With more lawyers, more offices, and more than $15 billion recovered, she didn't have to ask for more anymore. When you're injured, you deserve more.
One more?
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Football Frenzy is back in South Central Kentucky.
WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football. The most schools, the most highlights, the most coverage. Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters. they're able to help the shelter in such an easy way. It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to get back in any way we can.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
The MAC is back with a quick check of your forecast. Weather on the 4s, brought to you by Deborah Rose Attorneys at Law to get you out the door. Temperatures in the 50s out there, even some 40s. Also 60-degree reading there in Franklin right now. We have some clouds that are overhead, so it's keeping those temperatures milder for us as well to start off the day. Winds are flowing in from the south. It's generally a calm wind across most locations. It's a little breezy there into Simpson County. As far as radar is concerned, dry and quiet, not tracking any raindrops out there. May see some raindrops though into Missouri and especially there into Oklahoma and portions of Texas. But as we go throughout the day today, we should expect pretty much dry conditions, a mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be a spectacular weather day and really a spectacular week of weather. Temperatures already approaching near 70 degrees by mid to late morning. Then we're going to be making a run into the middle and upper 70s as we go throughout the day today. So temperatures will be trending well above average, and it will be just a pretty nice day. So just get out and enjoy it, and really get out and enjoy all of the nice weather this week. If you have any yard work to take care of, maybe you have to rake some of those leaves, it's going to be a great week for that. And I'll be showing you that with your 7-day forecast, which is coming up in the next little bit. But for now, I'll send it over to Mr. Tommy Modesto.
Thank you, Darius. It's now time for your Tuesday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And with me in studio today is Dulce Sanchez-Tunks, here to share all the details on how you can celebrate Dia de los Muertos this year. Good morning, Dulce. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad, and I am excited. You know, I've actually never had the opportunity to celebrate Dia de los Muertos, but this is a fantastic opportunity for everyone to come out and really learn about something that they might not know much about.
Absolutely. I have a bunch of informational sheets, a bunch of passive crafts that kids and adults can partake in, and you can learn about the information as you're just experiencing the event.
And this is going on at the Lisa Rice Library, and it sounds like there's a ton of stuff going on. So what are you guys going to have available?
We're going to have a couple of piñatas. So for kids and adults, we're going to have some snacks, skull painting, a lot of stuff for you to try and just experience the culture, but also learn about it.
And for those who may not know what Dia de los Muertos is, what is it exactly?
So it's actually a very celebratory holiday. It's just so that you can remember those who have passed that you loved. And so we have a couple of things like an ofrenda where you have offerings and just a bunch of informational. It's like a big party to remember everyone that you've loved that's passed away.
Now, is it just one singular day, or is this an event that really goes on for a couple of days?
It traditionally is November 1st and 2nd, but a couple of people will put their ofrenda up days in advance or keep it up a little bit after. It just kind of depends on what region you're from.
And how important is it to have an event like this in our community?
I believe it's so important, especially for children, to just understand what it is. I know it's traditionally seen as a Mexican Halloween, which is not the case at all. It is such a big holiday that's so important to our culture.
Absolutely, and this isn't the only thing. You also have something coming up at the Capitol on November 1st. Exciting, a movie, correct?
Yes. We're going to have Coco premiered, which is such an amazing movie for kids to watch.
It is a fantastic movie. And, you know, I guess that was my first kind of introduction to this kind of holiday celebration, if you will. And fantastic movie. And it sounds like you guys are going to have so many fantastic things going on at the Lisa Rice Library. So before we head out, give me the last details, the when, where, what's going on.
Our Day of the Dead event will be Lisa Rice Library, Monday, October 30th from 6 to 7 p.m.
All right, fantastic. Dulce, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. That was a look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. When we return, Darius Mack will have another check of your forecast. We'll be right back.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Nice. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. New customers, download the app now and bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
There are so many different ways that you can volunteer at Hope Harbor. I am a part of the fundraising committee. I'm a hospital advocate, so I'm able to be there for those survivors. There is no one else that does this type of work like we do when we go to the hospitals and support those survivors.
The work that I do through Hope Harbor means really everything to me. Being a survivor myself, the organization allows me to provide the care and the support that I wasn't afforded.
There are so many ways to help Hope Harbor accomplish their mission, ending sexual violence.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
Don't let nobody hold you down.
Teachers make all the difference in the world. And black people think y'all look alike.
You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Ladies, let's go.
WNKY, NBC 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Tracking a spectacular week of weather across south central Kentucky. Welcome back. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack with another full check of your forecast brought to you by Deborah Bros Attorneys at Law. It's a clean sweep on radar, not tracking a drop of rain out there, although we are seeing some clouds. And it's the clouds that's actually kind of blanketing the skies and really keeping those temperatures on the milder side for us. In fact, notice those numbers running into the 50s, especially towards the south and west, and also towards 60 degrees. It's 60 degrees in Franklin right now, 59 in Scottsville. Further north and east you go where you're seeing less clouds, it's running cooler out there where numbers are into the 40s. Dew points in the 40s, so we got some dry air that is in place, and as we go throughout really the next stretch of days, I'm not really expecting much in the way of rain chances. Winds in wind speeds. We got those winds that are flowing in from the south. Generally a light and calm wind across most locations with a bit of a breeze there into Simpson County, right around 10 miles an hour. Here's the big picture again, mentioning those clouds that are fanning in from southwest to northeast. This is all associated with the neighboring system that's bringing lots of rain there into Oklahoma and towards southern Missouri. But meanwhile, for us, we should stay dry. With the lack of rainfall that we've been seeing this year and also the warmer temperatures, latest map, at least updated by Explore Fall, showing that there's been low or little to no color with some of those trees. But I will say that I'm already seeing color on those trees. And if you have any nice photos to share of just the nice fall foliage out there, be sure to send that in to weather@WNKY.com, and I can show that on the show. Unseasonal warmth is what I'm tracking this week, and this is all associated with this upper level ridge pattern that is going to really serve up warmer temperatures, and it's going to keep things dry for us for the most part. I'm not really tracking rain chances until about this weekend, and even then with those rain chances, they're looking quite slight. Check out those high temperature trends. This is the big story with warmer temperatures out there. We are expecting temperatures to run near 80 degrees for a few days this week, and then we are expecting a cool down on Monday where temperatures would be right back to near normal, but it's going to be a cool down that's going to be on the way into next week. Futurecast as we go throughout the day. Today, of course, it is game day. And as we go throughout the day, notice that we still got those clouds. Those clouds will continue to increase, but despite the clouds, we should stay, or at least allow those temperatures to warm up nicely. I mean, we're going to be deep into the 70s this afternoon. Going to stay in the 50s overnight tonight, so it's going to be pretty mild out there with those clouds. And we're going to stay pretty dry. I mean, any rain chances that we do have will stay off towards the north and west. Again, this is all going to be associated with this ridge of high pressure that's going to really keep things dry for us for the most part. Really nice and warm on your Wednesday afternoon. And then as we go throughout your Thursday, still looking pretty nice and dry. Thursday morning, we're starting off mild into the 50s and even 60s out there by your Thursday morning. Here's your 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. As we go over the next few days, notice temperatures into the upper 70s. We're near 80 degrees Thursday, Friday, even pretty much today. Wouldn't surprise me to see a thermometer at around 80 degrees or so. And then I am watching those rain chances. Notice between Friday and Saturday, we're looking at slight chances for those showers. Better chances around, I think, on Sunday and into Monday. And that's going to be courtesy of a cold front that's going to really drop those numbers down with highs into the 60s, lows that morning into the 50s. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
At Brewster's, we believe life is a celebration. Don't limit yourself to birthdays or holidays. Create a custom cake anytime. Our creamy homemade ice cream catapults the ordinary into the extraordinary. Treat yourself today at Brewster's.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
The Barren River District Health Department is the place to go for your essential healthcare needs. Barren River Health offers immunizations, STD, pregnancy, and lead testing, as well as WIC benefits, tuberculosis care, and more. Clinic locations are available in Barren, Butler, Edmondson, Hart, Logan, Metcalfe, Simpson, and Warren counties. Call to schedule an appointment today.
Superior dentistry comes standard at Chandler Park Dental Care. We're dedicated to providing you and your family with the highest standard of care. Give us a call to set up an appointment today and experience superior dentistry at Chandler Park Dental Care.
As Joe Biden destroys our economy, Andy Bashir defends him.
I don't want to be critical of what the president's doing, because at least he's trying. We at least ought to give the president some kudos.
And a big thanks also to Governor Andy Bashir.
He's trying to help us.
Biden's bankrolling Bashir's re-election, funneling $250,000 in donations. Bashir and Biden, or Trump and Daniel Cameron. Trump's choice, our champion. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Welcome to sports. The 4th Region Volleyball Tournament has started at Barron County, and to the Trojans High School gym now, as the Purples won in 3 straight sets over ACS last night. While Logan County advanced past Clinton County, these two teams will square off on Wednesday in the semifinals of the 4th Region Tournament. Meanwhile, WKU Volleyball was in action this past weekend. The Tops swept the Sam Houston Bearcats in both matchups as they rapidly approached their 20th win of the season. Paige Briggs was named Conference USA Player of the Week after a historic weekend. Head coach Travis Hudson is very excited about reaching their annual historic milestone.
You know, we're in that stretch. We got 6 left. We're in, first place with a 3-game lead with 6 to go. I love where we are. I'm proud of our kids, and just looking forward to keeping moving in the right direction.
And some big news on the Hill. A former state champion will be a new face in the WKU basketball program. Cade Unseld officially committed to WKU earlier yesterday morning. Unseld was a leader for the state champion Warren Central boys basketball team. He will join Steve Lutz and WKU next fall for the 2024-25 season action. Well, that's a look at sports. Guys, back to you.
It is now time for your Topper Tuesday, and I am excited this week is because I am joined by WKU men's basketball head coach Steve Lutz. Coach Lutz, how you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'll tell you what, I'm super excited. The basketball season is right around the corner. But before that, we got Hilltopper Hysteria. A whole lot of fun is coming up. So tell me a little bit about Hilltopper Hysteria.
You know, it's funny. Obviously, I've never been here for it, and
That's true, yeah.
It's been on the shelf for a year, if I'm not mistaken. But we're excited to bring it back. It's a chance for the fans It's a chance for the students to get out and learn a little bit about our team, what we can and what we can't do. We'll have a dunk contest, three-point contest, and then we'll have a skills challenge with both our team and the ladies' team.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I know Hilltop Hysteria is a fan favorite around here, and we are excited to see what you and the team are going to do. And with that said, the season starts on November 6th with a doubleheader with the women's basketball team. So how excited are you and the guys to start the season?
Well, I'm sure the guys are a lot more excited than I am. I mean, obviously, I think we need another month or 2 months of practice, but those guys are ready to play against someone other than, their teammates. And obviously, they're really excited to play in front of a packed house in Diddle Arena.
Absolutely. And pack and diddle is so important. But with that said, this is your first year. You're brand new to the Hill. How do you like the Hill so far?
The Hill's been great. The transition has been very, very easy. The people, the fans, everyone in the community has been fantastic to myself and to my staff. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Oh, fantastic. And, I'm sure you guys have lofty goals for this season. What do you want to expect to see, or what do you expect to see out of you and your boys this season?
Yeah, we're still a work in progress. Obviously, we've got 9 new transfers. We've got 4 returners, but we've got a lot of fresh faces that we're trying to mold into a team. I like our talent. I think that we have a good basketball team, but we've still got to continue to get better at just being a team each and every day. I think that the fans will enjoy the fact that we're aggressive defensively and offensively. We'll throw the ball inside to the post because I do think we will have a post presence, but we'll also shoot a lot of threes. So it'll be an exciting style of play and, a style of play that I think that'll resonate with the fans, because we'll work hard and we'll do things the right way.
All right. Well, Coach Lutz, we're excited to have you here on the Hill, and we are excited for the start of Hilltopper basketball. Coach Lutz, thank you so much for joining me today.
No, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That was Look at Your Topper Tuesday. When we come back, we'll see what the Pike Queen of Bowling Green is cooking up. Don't go anywhere.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living. Your new home is protected with a 210 warranty and backed by our full-time service department. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com, because life is too precious to be put on hold.
Get a little spooky at the inaugural Pumpkin 5K Run and Walk, October 28th at Buchanan Park. Come out and enjoy character meet and greets, bouncy houses, food trucks, and cheer runners on. For more info, visit warrenpl.org.
Hi, I'm Alex with the band Whitmore. For some futuristic karma.
Catch us this week on Marquee Backstage.
Read the file, find something, anything.
You're tense. It's a missing child, isn't it?
I need you to search for trafficking chatter. Trafficked? Are you serious? Gabrielle!
Found. Tonight on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
You're doing a great job filling in for Higgy.
It's the worst that could happen.
Oh, boy. Tell me you're not live tweeting our death.
Magnum PI. Wednesday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
You want to experience the deep passes? The hard hits? The touchdowns? The couch is the place to see it all.
Hilltopper football hosts the Liberty Flames on Tuesday, October 24th, and it's a blackout. Purchase your tickets today. Go Tops!
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her.
Piggy.
Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
Welcome to the Pie Queen's Pantry. Today in the kitchen, we're going to be making a fun Halloween treat. We're making my mummy hand pies. Let's get started. All right, let's get started, you guys. This is gonna be a super fun thing for you to do with the kids at home. I've just got some pie dough here. You can use store-bought, that's fine, or you can make it yourself. And then we're gonna start cutting it. I'm gonna make this into 4 mummies. So I've got those cut right here. And then the fun part about this is you can be creative. So you can make thick strips, thin strips. And then over here, I've just made my favorite brownie filling, but you could do fruit, you could do pumpkin. It's just really anything you want to do. So I'm going to put this in the middle. It doesn't take a lot. You're going to spread this out, and then you're going to start layering your strips. So this is the fun part. You just can get creative, make some of them go crisscross, and then you're not going to add the fun googly eyes until you take them out of the oven. And so that's gonna be a fun little thing to do as well. These are just gonna get brushed with an egg wash and thrown in the oven. And then when they come out, you're gonna add your googly eyes. You're gonna have the cutest hand pies to celebrate Halloween. Super fun. I would love to know, what is your favorite fun Halloween treat? If you head over to my social media at @thepiequeen_BG, I want to know what filling you are going to be putting into this to make your mummies. Is it going to be pumpkin? Is it going to be fruity? Our family loves a chocolatey mummy, and I just think it adds a fun look to it with the chocolate underneath. And like I said, it doesn't take a lot of filling to really fill this up. So thanks for coming by, and remember, it's not goodbye, it's good pie.
It's time now for a quick check of your forecast to get you out the door on this Tuesday morning. And the weather view shows that we do have a lot of clouds out there. To take a look at the WKU farm at the Kentucky Mesonet site there. And yeah, we do have those clouds overhead, but it's the clouds that are keeping temperatures milder for us, and the southerly winds as well. Temperatures in the 50s generally across the area, 60 degrees currently there into Simpson County. And we have those winds that are flowing in from the south as well. Generally a light and calm wind across the region. Radar dry and quiet. That's all associated with high pressure up towards the east. Meanwhile, towards the west, we've got a neighboring system that's bringing those clouds our way. So that's why we're seeing those clouds filtering in this morning. But we'll have a mix of sun and clouds as we go throughout the day today. Your lunch run, 73 degrees. And then we are going to be approaching the middle and upper 70s, especially for the PM drive. It's going to be a pretty nice, spectacular day underway. We're wrapping up News 40 Sunrise after this.
Community Education is a nonprofit organization. We have before and after school programming. We try to serve as many schools as possible, but that is obviously dependent upon how many staff we can have in those programs.
This job is great for anybody because of the flexible hours and the fun of playing with kids and keeping them safe and engaged, and you make those connections with families, just having fun.
My job is very fulfilling. You can't have a bad day.
You want to experience the deep passes? The hard hits? The touchdowns? The couch is the place to see it all.
Hilltopper football hosts the Liberty Flames on Tuesday, October 24th. And it's a blackout. Purchase your tickets today. Go Tops!
Car wreck? Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Insurance companies are making it tougher than ever for car accident victims, charging higher premiums and then trying to shortchange you on your injury claim. But no matter what they do, one fact remains. On average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one. Now that you know the facts, don't settle for less. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Hi, I'm Alex with the band Whitmore. For some futuristic karma.
Catch us this week on Marquee Backstage.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, call Crocker Law Firm.
Ooh, spooky. Just in time for the
But
Halloween
delicious.
season. Those look so good, don't they?
They do look
I mean, she said
just
chocolate.
throw on some ice cream on top and
she said chocolate filling, and she had me there, and then just ice cream on top. And it doesn't look that hard to make.
It really
either.
doesn't. I mean, you just take the pie pastry thing or
and
whatever that is,
put
and then you
chocolate on
put
it,
chocolate on it, or whatever filling you want.
Mine
and then,
wouldn't look nearly as good. I can already tell you that, but they look delicious. And honestly, they're like a good substitute for like candy too. If like for passing candy, instead of passing candy out, you could pass these out.
Those little mummy pies.
I know, they look delicious. Well,
they look great.
All right, that looks absolutely delicious. But you know what else looks really good?
Oh,
the concert.
Concert
WKU
that's before
today.
the game
Yeah,
today.
starting at 5 o'clock. Jordan Davis. I like Jordan Davis. I'm a big fan of Jordan Davis. I know some people out there aren't like country music fans. I know that those people do exist. However, Jordan Davis is so talented. He is so good. On top of that, there's going to be a football game after that. And this is going to have big CUSA championship implications.
Okay.
So, yeah, the winner could be going to the championship. The loser might miss out. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
And Liberty University, 6:30. They're a good team. And Western's a good team. So it's going to be two of the best teams going head-to-head against each other. And funny enough, actually, Liberty University is where my mom graduated from.
Really? Small world. Okay.
So I know she'll be at home cheering on Liberty University against WKU. So sorry, Mom. I hope Western beats Liberty up, but we'll have to see. It's going to be really exciting. But it does look like we're going to have some pretty good weather.
We should have some good weather for that. I mean, it'll be cloudy, but the weather will be nice. It'll be warm out there. And temperatures today expected to approach the middle and upper 70s. We're going to stay somewhere in the middle and upper 70s as we go over the next stretch of days. And rain chances slight, especially on Friday and Saturday. I think our best rain chance really arrives between Sunday and Monday with the cold front that drops in, and that will also cool temperatures down. High of 76 on Sunday and then a high of 66 on Monday. So we're going to see a cool down to follow as we go in store for at least the latter half of the weekend, Tommy. So that's how things are going to be shaping up.
Some beautiful weather. All right. Well, thank you, Darius. And thank you all for joining us today. We'll look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow at 6 a.m. But don't go anywhere. Your network news is coming up next.